We're going to rate Paths of Glory.
Yep.
This was my choice of a movie because it's an old movie from 1957. Kirk Douglas is Colonel Dax, and he's phenomenal. Cameron, do you want to say anything about the nuts and bolts of this? Or would
I'll just say what the principles of the Gabriel Code are, and then I'll throw it back to you guys.
Good.
So when we rate a movie, we're asking just objectively what's in the film. Does it violate any of these 5 principles? These principles largely come from Pope Pius XII's document, The Ideal Film. Principle 1, God must be on the horizon. Number 2, goods must be good. Number 3, evils must be evil. Number 4, human dignity must be respected. And number 5, human experience must be authentic. If it violates one of those principles, then it's at least dangerous. If it violates them in a way that we think the film is harmful, then we would ask you to avoid the film or at least filter it out.
Makes sense. John, can we throw up that movie poster and I'll give a quick summary? Excellent. Thank you, sir. So this is Paths of Glory, 1957, written and directed by Stanley Kubrick. When I heard that, Mike, I was like, what?
I didn't know that.
Yes.
And I watched the movie recently.
No, right. I mean, it's unbelievable.
That's amazing.
Set in 1916 during World War I, Paths of Glory follows Colonel Dax, which is Kirk Douglas, who is tasked with leading his men in a suicidal attack on a well-defended German position known as the Anthill. After the attack fails, Dax's superiors, Colonel Moreau General Moreau and General Brulard, they seek to blame the soldiers for cowardice. Dax, a former lawyer, defends these 3 soldiers facing execution in a court-martial, highlighting the absurdity and injustice of military hierarchy and the brutal realities of war. Now, I will say this. Most people call this an anti-war movie. I just think it was a superbly crafted movie, in my opinion. And, you know, we can worry about the anti-war part. But what we want to do is we want to rate this with the Gabriel Code.
Now, the only principle I could imagine it violating or coming close to violating is, I mean, you said it, some people think it's anti-war. Could it be authoritarian, or what would be the other word? Like when you undermine a rightful authority above you, you say like, well, my prudence tells me that I'm not going to obey a rightful authority, you know? So
obedience it's defying obedience.
Yeah,
in a hierarchical sense,
and maybe it's trying to undermine, the state a little bit, which is a good. The state is a good that shouldn't be undermined. The state is a natural good, but do you guys think it did that?
So, Tony, I was worried that you chose this film as a sort of rad-trad rejection of hierarchy.
I did not do that for that reason.
Okay.
No.
Like the generals can't be trusted. They're only in it for themselves. They're doing cover-ups.
Yeah.
No, none of this rang a bell? All right.
I just like it. I'm a big fan of Kirk Douglas.
I was a little worried.
No.
Well, if I may ask, why did you choose this film?
I chose this film because A, I like war movies. B, so one of the things, Mike, that for Cameron and I, and Cameron as a filmmaker is a way more movie buff than I am. Like, I love watching movies. I love watching old movies.
I'm not much. I think you're more of a movie buff.
Okay. Definitely love old movies. Movies that would be what we would call like during the code, or these, the golden era of movies, anything between, 30, 36 and 64. And obviously this falls in it from 1957. So I want to make this point for Cameron and me. We've talked about this, and I told you this in the car from the airport. I can't watch movies the same way now that we're writing the Gabriel Code and we have these 5 principles. Now, again, we're in the infancy of this Gabriel Code. We may talk to some Catholic moral theologians, and they may say, you guys are nuts. This particular principle is, even though I don't think that's going to happen because this has come from the Ideal Film from the Apostolic Exhortation in 1955. But I chose this because I really wanted to see how I would react, because for most of the films that I've watched, Cameron, since we've really dug into the Gabriel Code, I'm just watching them completely differently.
Yeah, right.
So in this sense, I've seen it back in the day. I rewatched it, and it actually elevated the film for me, because I think that this is I not dare, but please correct me if you think I'm wrong. I found nothing dangerous at all with this movie.
Me neither.
Are you worried about your financial future? Did you know nearly half of Americans who retire at age 65 are projected to run out of money during retirement? And what about long-term care? It's real and costly. Nearly 70% of people will need long-term care, with nursing home costs averaging over $110,000 a year. Don't have a plan? Now you don't need to worry, because there's Advocate Financial. Advocate Financial will help you secure your financial future. They have strategies to double your account value for long-term care protection. Imagine getting an extra $900 a month from Social Security. Imagine a retirement income that's guaranteed to last a lifetime. This isn't wishful thinking. These are real strategies that work for you. Advocate Financial is Catholic, family-owned and operated, and helps you take control of your financial future. Whether you want to lower your tax bill on a big payday or get strategies to give you strong stock market returns with zero risk, go to CatholicFinancialGuide.com. Don't leave your future to chance. Talk with an expert today. That's CatholicFinancialGuide.com. Terms and restrictions apply. CatholicFinancialGuide.com.
Here at Movie Crusade, we destroy bad movies. It's how we protect our families from the filth that Hollywood spews out. Gross image, I know. But if you want to fight back against the disease of wokeness and modernism, support the nonprofit that is bringing Catholic tradition to the world, Mass of the Ages. We produced 3 viral documentaries about the traditional Latin Mass, are training hundreds of priests to celebrate it, and are helping families all over the world attend it with our Latin Mass Finder. So go to massoftheages.fund to support the online resurgence of tradition. Go to massoftheages.fund. It's the only tax-deductible way to punch Hollywood in the face. That's massoftheages.fund.
I think this was extremely healthy, well-written, well-directed, and I'm just a Kirk Douglas fan as well.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I picked it.
Because even if someone were to say, oh, the leaders are cowards and therefore it's undermining the state. Well, you have leaders who aren't cowards.
Yeah.
Like Kirk Douglas's character is super noble. I would even say the scene where he's defending them at the court martial, that was more captivating to me than A Few Good Men.
Yes.
You Can't Handle the Truth, where it's like, oh yeah, Tom Cruise is yelling.
You just stuck it to me.
But I'm going to yell even louder.
Right. Yeah.
And like I've described A Few Good Men as like just popcorn. It's like, I love crunching that popcorn. But this was so noble. Like what he was doing, what he was begging these cowards to do is like, be honorable.
Yep.
And I was so captivated by that because it was so real and authentic.
It was real, and that's what a great actor does, is he takes a script and elevates it. It was already a very well-written script, and he elevates it. I really, in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea was one of the first Kirk Douglas movies I ever watched. And it was so good. And then Ali and I are like, Kirk Douglas, like Michael Douglas's dad, like we should have known this, right?
Yeah.
And, so for me, as far as rating it, 100% healthy.
I agree.
It didn't violate any of the 5 principles at all. And what did you think of the movie itself, as far as rating it?
You know, I had never seen the movie from beginning to end until you put it on this list. I'd seen snippets of it in like cinematic history documentaries, but from the opening scene, it felt like Citizen Kane. In the sense of the cinematography, immediately grabbing you, expertly filmed, and then think one of the things that really impressed me was the pathos. Like you really feel for the psychology of the condemned soldiers. And you see the effect that ambition has on the generals.
Yeah.
Like you really get into the skin of the characters. It's brilliant.
Well, and especially with the scene of the 3 soldiers that are being, they're in that cell, if you will, and the priest comes in and he asks about hearing confession, and I thought the dialogue between the priests and of course, you've got the one crazy prisoner who goes nuts, right? But you have the one character who says, "Yes, I want confession." Mm-hmm. The other one is like, "Father, I'm not exactly the best," and then the priest reminds him that this is important, and he goes through with it. Paris is that middle character, the name of that character.
Did they show him going through with it? I don't remember that.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
The second character, he gives confesses his sins to the priest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it opened on one of them at confession.
Yes,
and the scene ended with
and
confession.
And then Paris, which was because the one gentleman who went to confession was that kind of crybaby character who just couldn't hold it in. Mm-hmm. Paris was kind of the sergeant or the leader of the 3 of them, and he does go ahead to confession, and the other one obviously throws his fit and gets punched out. Spoiler alert, watch it. You guys, you have to watch Paths of Glory.
Yeah,
this is a
gem.
phenomenal movie. And it's I thought that, anyway, as far as rating this is clearly a healthy,
certifiably healthy. Boom, there it is. We got the stamp there.
This is what I want to do. I want to get some wax, and I want a big stamp. And I just want to go boom.
And then we put it on the actual movie?
We put it on the wall. We put it on the wall. Why is that funny? Like, we
just
put
a
the
stamp of wax on the wall?
You stamp it on the ground on wax paper.
Okay, so you got wax paper. You stamp it on the wax paper. Put the wax paper on the wall.
Hot wax. You pour it down, and it's red wax. That's what happens when you pour wax.
Okay, that's cool. No, a stamp would be sweet. Maybe we could do it like on a movie poster or something. Have a stamp. We should get a stamp, though. I think that'd be a cool thing to have, is like the Reclaim Films stamp. Just
for sure. Mm-hmm. Look, you're going to take my idea and make it better. We all know that. That's great. But I'm saying we stamp something. This is so stamped, and we
recommended to all.
Recommended to all. We have thus rated Paths of Glory, 1957, Kirk Douglas. And any other comments, gentlemen? We're gonna
rank it. Dr. Foley's comments on his top 4 movies.
Yeah. We're gonna come back for that. We're gonna rank this later, and then we're gonna really dig into it if we'd like. We can dig into it.
Any guesses on where it's gonna land on the list?
I'm gonna tell you right now. So help me, if you don't put this in the top 7.
Do you remember what's on the list in the top 7?
I don't know.
You nerd. There's some good ones up there.
Okay,
bro.
We'll see.
There's 3 Lord of the Rings movies up there.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Any other comments as far as rating this, Mike? Because we're going to talk about it when we rank it.
I know. It's just so hard to rate when there are just so many other good movies. And what criteria do you use?
You mean ranking it?
Yeah, we're going to rank
sorry.
it.
Yeah.
We'll rank it, we'll rank it here in a little bit. But as far as rating it, not only is there nothing harmful, this is solid gold. Boom.
Yep.
So we have spoken. If you liked that clip, which I'm sure you did, then check out our other clips. And don't forget to go into the comments section and hype this bad boy. Don't make me get Fat Cardinal. Hype it now.